On the return, here's Edmonds. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Murray's pass.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Nugent tacking on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check for the number. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike, check. 59. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Watch the boot. Mike 59. Hold 50. Mike's 5'9".
Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Arizona.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin taking it in. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Suck up on for the point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. Murray has the first down and more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
22 yards.
From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Brought down at the 20-yard.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 21.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Cardinals 28.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10. At their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 38, Cardinals 28. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now he lets it go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
That's the reason we ball for.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, 59. Let's go. Mike, check, 59. Check 59. Alabama.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
I got you, boy.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 58 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Check 50.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Mike Nugent.
Extra point coming now for Nugent. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Cardinals 42.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. And now off to the races down the right side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing